Hey guys, it's Samuel's Geek and this is a Samuel Rambles. Woo! You might ask, what's with the really weird video quality? Well, I'm using my Windows computer because I bought a bunch of stuff on Steam and I wanted to try it out. I also wanted to get some more achievements in Fallout 3 on PC. And for those of you who haven't gotten it, PB Winterbottom is fucking 50 cents on Steam. Come on, you can't tell me you don't have 50 cents for a cool ass indie game. And it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's a cool little platformer. Um, it takes a lot of the elements of kind of what they used in Ratchet and Clank, A Crack in Time, and a lot of elements that they use in Limbo and like fuses them together. It's a pretty cool game. It's on Xbox Live Marketplace too if you don't have Steam, but it's only 50 cents on fucking Steam. So if your computer can run it, fucking buy it. And it's not that graphic intensive. So almost all your guys' computers should be able to run it if you have Windows. But if you have a Mac and an Xbox, it's on there for like, I don't know, 800 points. It ain't that bad of a game. I suggest checking it out. Sorry, I have to use my coffee because I'm trying to get my sleep schedule back on track because I don't know what the fuck happened. But basically, I stayed up for like 2 days straight. I have no idea why. My body just did that. And now I fall asleep at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon and don't wake up till like 11 p.m. So I'm, ruling up on my caffeine, trying to get my sleep schedule back on track to, so I can wake up at a decent time and actually fall asleep at a decent time. So it's caffeine. If I need a last resort, because I don't know if I'm going to CES yet or not. It all depends on a bunch of contributing factors. But if I do go, it's going on the 4th. And if you're going, DM me on Twitter or something. Maybe we'll meet up. Las Vegas, Nevada, baby. So, now that that's out of the way, a lot of people ask me why I didn't do my top 5 games of the year or whatever. And the fact is that basically, I don't really like doing that kind of stuff. But if you really want to know my top 5 games of the year, it has to go like this, man. Mass Effect 2 is number 1. Red Dead Redemption is number 2. Number 3 is Halo Reach. Number 4 is Battlefield Bad Company. And number 5 is Alan Wake, man. And then, I guess a lot of you asked me for top 10. So after that, it's God of War 3. Then it's Fallout New Vegas. Then, it gets a little shady after that because then a lot of games, compete against each other. But then after that, I'd have to say Limbo. And the rest, guys, I mean, it's a really shady market. But those are the ones I really, really enjoyed this year. And those are the ones I definitely say all of you should pick up. All fantastic fucking games. The only one I really had a gripe with on my list, well, 2 actually. I had 2 that had gripes with, like, a lot. Because Limbo and God of War 3 were way too fucking short. I'm sorry. But come on, guys. Both of those games are like 2 or 3 hours. Limbo is just as long as God of War 3, and it's kind of bad. Because, God of War 3 was like the only game on the PS3 that I really, really loved this year, and it was so short. I went through the game twice, and, I'm on the last boss on the hardest difficulty. Too bad I sold the game, and I just don't care. I mean, I played through the story, I know what happens, and, I would really want that last achievement. I mean, not achievement, trophy, but, it's not worth it to me. But it's definitely a game that you should check out. Like, it's amazing, 2 or 3 hours. If you have a PS3, at least rent that fucking game. It's great. But I don't know if I'd recommend if I buy it because it's so short. And that's the same problem with Limbo. For $15, an hour or 2 hours is not that great, man. And, if that game was $10, it would be it would be a must buy if you had Xbox Live. I mean, but being $15 kind of draws the line a bit, man. I really don't like this $15 price game. I think Microsoft should have learned that a game like that should have been $10, and it would have. I think it would have sold for 2 or 3 times the amount, so they would have definitely made back their money. Because if Limbo was $10, I could recommend it to anyone. It would be a 10 out of 10 game. It's a great fucking game. But, it's one of those games That's just too short. Oh well. Uh, what have I been playing? I've been playing tons of stuff, mostly Halo Reach, and I have a video coming up on Halo Reach. It's going to be about the entire Halo lore. The thing about Halo Reach is that I finally beat its story, and its story has made me realize that the other Halo stories were good. You see, I never really understood it before, and I'm gonna make a video specifically on this topic here on the Geek channel, and I will fucking explain to you why I think Halo Reach's story justified the rest of the entire series, because it brings so much of a, like, if you pay attention, it shows so much more of what those other three games and ODST meant. But, you know, if you don't like that, you won't like that. I have a couple of commentaries coming up, and I'm trying to debate. A lot of people wonder why I created all these new channels. The Tech Commentaries, Ted Response, and Ted GTA. Well, Ted GTA was a fucking accident, but I use it for my non-gaming stuff, because Ted GTA has now established like its own fan base. I'm getting a lot of people that don't subscribe to the Ted Geek channel on the Ted GTA channel just because they agree with my philosophy and my philosophies and my views on life, and they want to check out my other stuff. But I'm kind of confused what I should do with commentaries, because the Tech Commentary channel did not take off. It's not a very, stable channel, and it's just there to be there. And I upload videos to it. It's going to only get a maximum of 200 views, and, I don't get that much feedback on any of the videos I post up there. So I'm thinking of just making it into a random gameplay channel and upload my commentaries on my Tech Geek channel. Tell me what you think of that idea. If you want to see commentaries on this channel, go ahead. I know a lot of you don't even know that the Tech Commentaries channel existed. But, it's hard to get that kind of information out there, especially since only, an eighth of my subscribers receive this video in their fucking, subscription box, or an eighth of my subscribers still even use YouTube. I know a lot of people who subscribe to me just don't fucking use YouTube, and that's the truth, man. And, Steam is having amazing sales, man. I mean, that's why I'm using my PC right now. Otherwise, I'd be on my Mac. But right now, holy shit. Like, I bought Grand Theft Auto 4. I bought Oblivion. I'm finally going to try to get back into Oblivion, because people tell me I love it. But I just needed to give it a second chance. And I've started up. I just got out of the prison. You see, I'll tell you what I think of it. People want to know my follow-up on Metal Gear Solid 4. Honestly, I haven't had a chance to play the thing, because there's so much shit. I've bought so much shit lately. I mean, it's not even funny. I've bought a lot of stuff, especially DLC, man. Like, I bought the expansions to Mass Effect 2 I still haven't played. I bought Dead Money, which I'm only halfway through. I just, a lot of cool stuff I've bought lately. And I don't even have the time to play it. I haven't even finished Fable fucking 3 yet, which is ridiculous. I need to get on that. But, like, I have a lot of games, and I'm glad, because there's really nothing. I mean, well, there's not really nothing. Bleh. There's not a lot that I want to play this spring or summer, so I'll have a big enough library to keep me entertained. I mean, besides Bulletstorm, I don't really think there's anything coming out besides Bulletstorm and Portal 2 that have me interested in the slightest. And I know Portal 2 is going to be like 3 fucking hours long, and, Bulletstorm is going to last me, a week, and, I'll be back on Halo Reach because I love that game so much. I did get the Battlefield Bad Company 2 Vietnam DLC, too. I forgot about that. And I'm thinking about reviewing it. Tell me if you guys want a review of that. It's kind of late, but if you still want to hear my opinion on it, I'll fucking, get on that shit tomorrow or today, record some footage, and throw up my thoughts on it. Because I have a lot of interesting thoughts about that DLC, because I love Battlefield Bad Company 2. You guys know that. That is definitely the second best multiplayer game of last year. Now let me address something on Black Ops. A lot of people asking me, why are you hating on Black Ops? Why do you not like Black Ops? The thing about Black Ops is that the story is absolute fucking shit. I don't care what you say, it's just bad, like, in every way. Mason, what are the numbers? Mason! I'm gonna throw a TV and yell. And me and people like Jive Modder from the fucking forums have been making fun of that story from the Free Scraggle forums. Have been making fun of that story for fucking months. It's just a really ridiculous, retarded story. And I don't understand why people think it's a good story. I keep hearing it's like the best plot in Call of Duty history. And it really isn't, guys. I'm sorry, but it's not at all. And I don't just understand that. Zombies is great. I fucking love Zombies. I played that. It's a cool little mini game. But then again, I have Left 4 Dead 2, even on PC now. I have Left 4 Dead 2 on PC and on Xbox. So why would I want to play Zombies? I can get 4 friends, go on Left 4 Dead, and have a grand old time. Hell, I can just go on Skype here, queue up 4 friends for Left 4 Dead, and I can play on PC right after this video. I don't see, like, a lot of people who play Black Ops want to play multiplayer and don't want to play Zombies. So, to me, Zombies is kind of useless. And, Firefight is like 3 times as fun by yourself because you can have a lot of different, you could have, like, different variations of it. And it just seems to me that there is really no point in Zombies. And that's the only thing appealing about that game. Because the multiplayer, to be honest, feels exactly like Modern Warfare 2 to me. And, after 4 months of Modern Warfare 2 on the PS3, I was done with it. I never want to play that shit again. And I think I'm just done with Call of Duty. Because the single player wasn't that great. And I do like the single player in COD games, usually. And it wasn't good in this one. I didn't like it at all. And then, after that, playing the subpar multiplayer, I don't want to play it anymore. My brother even bought it. I didn't even fucking buy it. I just borrowed it from my brother, threw it in, went through the story real quick, then I hopped out on some zombies, and then tried to go on multiplayer, and I was like, ugh. And that was it. I don't want to go back. I have no interest in buying it. Reach is already in my disk drive right now. Why would I, put in Black Ops? I like Reach, and I enjoy playing Reach, and it's an even playing field. None of this, if I try to hop in Call of Duty multiplayer now, my weapon is going to be so weak, so pathetic, it's going to take me at least 2 or 3 weeks of playing it to get up to a point where I can compete and have fun. Whereas in, Call of Duty 4 and Reach and Battlefield Bad Company 2, I could just throw those motherfuckers in and have a great time. So, the thing about Call of Duty is that it's an investment. And I don't want to fucking invest into a game that I'm not going to have fun in. So, I just don't want to play, man. And I know a lot of you want to play with me, and I know a lot of people in real life who love the game and want me to play with them. But the fact is I'm just fucking done with Call of Duty. I don't really care anymore. And, it sucks. Because if I liked Call of Duty, there'd be so many of my old classmates have it now. Like, a couple of my friends at UNM bought a PS3 for their dorm, and they're playing Call of Duty, and a lot of people in my classes have it on 360, but I just don't care. And it's sad, because I really like the Call of Duty series, but I'm just not interested. Now that that's out of the way, a lot of people want to know what obscure games, like ones under the radar, came out this year that I would recommend. And I gotta say, my number 1 and 2 have to be Def Jam Rap Star and fucking NBA Jam. Both of those games I've had so much ridiculous amounts of fun with. And, Def Jam Rap Star isn't for everybody, to be honest. But I've had so much fun with that. It's an incredible party game. I've thrown it on over Rock Band. It has to be pretty damn good if I choose that over Rock Band. Well, to be honest, a lot of it has to do with the instrument moving. That's the one thing I hate about Rock Band, is that all those fucking instruments, you have to move them around, plug them in, and, I have to plug them in because, I bought Rock Band when it first fucking came out, and all the fucking chords and shit, and it's annoying, and it pisses me off, because there was no wireless, and, it's just, I'm just not in the mood for that kind of shit. So I'd rather just grab 2 microphones, have a rap battle, make funny little rap things. And, it's just a grand old time. It now has Kinect support, so there's the camera funny feature added into it. And, played that at New Year's parties, bring it to my friend's house yesterday. It's a good time. It's a really fucking good time. I'd pick that. That's my party game. That's my to-go-to party game besides Dance Central right now. Def Jam fucking Rap Star. It's on all the platforms. I highly suggest you check it out. It's 14 minutes now. Holy fuck. If you want to know why I like NBA Jam, I did a review of it. I suggest going to check it out. A lot of cool stuff on Freeze-Cracker lately. Nintendo Fangirl did a couple of videos like on the VGAs and stuff. And there's tons of cool stuff on Freeze-Cracker. I love the, Excuse Me, I'm Sorry podcast that we have. It's funny. I like it a lot. And it's a really underrated thing, so I really suggest you go check it out. I'll put a link to the Christmas special in the fucking description. Go check it out. You know, these guys are really awesome, and they're really not known anywhere because they barely started out anywhere. And I bet you all are already subscribed to Nintendo Fangirl since she's so fucking popular. But, I hope you all had a great, holiday, whatever the fuck you celebrate. I personally don't give a shit. But have a great New Year. And please, don't post about how this is a new beginning. Because, spoiler, it ain't.